Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of Dating and Intimate Relationships. It's a very important to note that there has been a major change in your course schedule. So now instead of assignments being due Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, assignments are going to be due on Thursday and Sunday. I decided to streamline it when I wrote this course a couple of years ago. We were in an old system and this course hasn't been updated yet, but I did want to go ahead and update the due dates. None of the content has changed, just the due dates have changed in order to make it more in line with what all the rest of the undergraduate psychology classes, what those due dates look like. So from now on, your assignments are going to be due on Thursdays and on Sundays. So make sure that you check the course schedule. That's been revised and updated on Blackboard. All of the assignments on MindTap have been changed, as well as all of the assignments on Blackboard have been changed. So just make sure you're keeping up. Remember the late policy. Most of you, it looks like, have read that, and so make sure that you're aware of what the late policy looks like and how, what kind of impact that has on your grade when you don't turn things in. Okay, so great job on your discussion posts and your journal entries. I really enjoyed reading those and learning more about you. Your genograms were great, and it was a great way to kind of get to know you through your family. Many of you come from really big families, so it was very interesting to kind of see the dynamics of your families and the interactions that you have with them. So some of you are also really digging deep and pulling in information from the textbook as well as other resources, and that's awesome. That's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm going to grade. So make sure that you keep that up and increase that. And if you aren't doing that, make sure that you do start doing that, because I really want to see you pulling in information, not just giving your opinions, but supporting it with information from the textbook. And remember, some of the material that we will be covering here is very sensitive. Y'all did a great job on your opinions and disagreeing respectfully and being sensitive about that. So I just encourage you as we go throughout the course to continue that and to maintain that. Just this is a place where people can share their opinions and you can respectfully disagree, and many of you did, and you did a great job of it. So make sure you keep that up. I do monitor the discussion boards and all of that to make sure that all of that is that you're maintaining respectfulness and sensitivity to these various subjects. If I see something that I don't like or is not appropriate, I will delete it and you'll receive a 0 for the assignment. So just be careful. Y'all did a great job. Keep up the good work. And keep integrating information from the textbook into your posts. Okay, so this week we're going to be discussing chapters 3 and 4, looking at marriage. Specifically in chapter 3, in your discussion post, you're going to be focusing on marrying out or marrying within your ethnic group. Many of you come from an ethnic background, and so it'll be really interesting to get your viewpoints as you talk about, what would that be like? Have other people married into your ethnic group? Some of you have already kind of given some stories about what that's like. So really interested to get your ideas and your opinions and your viewpoints on that while you're integrating information from the textbook. And then also, and also economically, marrying somebody who comes from a much wealthier family or a much poorer family. Are there challenges that come with that as well? And so that will be from chapter 3. Chapter 4, we're going to be talking about sexism. Yes, another sensitive topic. So make sure that you are sensitive as we talk about traditional sexism, which is treating women differently. But then there's also new and modern sexism, where now we're sometimes treating men differently. Sometimes feminism gets to the point of male bashing, and at what point have you crossed the line? And it's really just a different type of sexism. It's just against males instead of females. So you can bring in examples from the internet, from YouTube, TV shows that you've seen that might integrate some types of sexism. So I'll look forward to seeing your viewpoints on that. And it also is important to note that I do participate in the discussion posts to a certain extent, but really the discussion posts are meant for y'all to interact with each other. So I'll jump in there. I do read them all. I do monitor them. And I will jump in there every now and then when I feel like there's something relevant that I can add to the conversation. But really, this is a conversation that y'all are having as you're working with the material that you're being presented through the lectures, through the PowerPoint lectures, or through the textbook. So you'll see me in there every now and then. I won't jump in on every discussion, just when I feel like it's appropriate. Okay, and so finally for your journal, you're going to come up with some great questions about families, and then you're going to find 3 family members from 2 different generations. So they can be older or younger or older and older, and get their viewpoints. See how their viewpoints have changed. Does grandma have a very different view than your mom, or than your cousin, or than your younger siblings? What does that look like? So it'll be really interesting to kind of see your perspective and how you integrate that. Remember, I'm the only one that reads the journal entries, and those are really for you to kind of be processing through the information as we go throughout the course for the reflection paper that you're going to write at the end of the course. Okay, I think that's it. Remember to check the course schedule and make sure that you're keeping up with the due dates, which are now Thursdays and Sundays, not Wednesdays. So you've got a little extra time, but some of this Friday stuff has been moved to Thursday, and then most of it's been moved to Sunday. So go ahead and get started on your information, on your Mind Tap assignments, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great week, and I'll look forward to seeing you online.